These days, everyone's using online resources to initiate prospecting and connections online, digital media. And for me, that's part of my problem. How does little old me stand out? How do I look and sound different? I don't want to look and sound like everybody else, do you? So how do you avoid kind of getting lost in all that busyness? So I'm going to give you three what I believe are simple strategies that I believe will help us both stand out when we are prospecting online. Here you go. Strategy number one, develop an interrupt. Execute an interrupt pattern. By that, I mean a pattern of interrupt is the act of doing something appropriate and professional, but that's different, that the person reading your message does not expect, and make that message unexpected, unusual. Here's an example. Say something about yourself and your organization that salespeople might not normally say, like, I always like to say, Mr. Buyer, we may not be a good fit for you. I don't know yet. Or something like that. May not be a good fit. Who says that? So it grabs the attention because the person you're calling, reaching out to, writing to, was doing something else before. Something else is probably on their mind. Make sense? So make your message kind of visually striking too. Some pictures, video. A Vidyard, an application that uses video to help create engaging presentations, is worth taking a look at. It's great for this. So make your message personal, share unexpected information about yourself, your situation, and connect. I don't know, it could be real personal. You might say, side note, I saw in your, this is personal. This isn't a mass mailing. Side note, I saw in your recent LinkedIn post that you have a Pomeranian. My wife and I have 3. So I know that may not fit you, but that's the idea. Break the ice. You'll also, personally, you also want to check out Crystal, Crystal. It's an algorithm-driven app that scans publicly available information and gives you surprisingly accurate insights. It's homework on how to best communicate and reach that person you're trying to turn into a prospect, then a customer. Crystal. Strategy number 2. Give more to get more. It's Emerson's law of compensation. Have you ever heard that? It comes into play here a little bit. Basically, it states that we'll be compensated for our contribution and our efforts, big or small, something like that. So how does this apply? It's actually simple. Find a way to build your message around giving something of legitimate value, not just an offer or an offer to buy or a special price or something like that. Anybody can do that. So I want you to use your message to share your knowledge. So offer a little bit of insight, something that makes you the expert. So you might be sharing theories, tactics. I like to share research that we run across or utilize, or some of our own research, or maybe a transformational story, or maybe it's a case study if it's short and sweet. So don't give away the whole story, but let your buyer or potential buyer see why people pay you to work with you. So it's a great way to start a discussion too, by the way. Connect with people in your network who would benefit from talking to each other. You can be the concierge or the ombudsman or the thought leader or somebody that just cares about your network and they see things from you. So it's a great way to start a discussion. Time consuming maybe, so just bite off what you can, bite-sized pieces. People will see that and they'll eventually start to ask you to share more about what you do in your organization. They like you first, then they come around to ask you for more. So that's strategy number 2. Number 3 is really simple. Just listen more. Listen. There's billions of people out there trying to get attention online. Make sure you're the minority as one who actually hears what people are reaching out to and what they're saying, maybe what they're asking about. What are their interests? What are their concerns? What are their problems? A little less about you, more about them. And the other thing that we see, and we know this probably, to like and share other people's posts online. Giving somebody else attention, solid gold. So when you're doing that, do it strategically. Pick and choose. Be sure to let the person know you've been engaging and why, and if you share it, why you shared it, and what you hope others will take from it. It's the start of a conversation. So know what problems people are trying to solve. You already know some of those, don't you? But be open to listening and use all the online resources to help people solve those problems. I love sending research or maybe a video of somebody else in my work that connected with me and was relevant to me, and share it with my clients and my prospective clients. They start to rely upon me to curate some of the best information, the best ideas, the best research. It's kind of fun. So, and ask interesting questions. And this is key. No cookie cutter, cut and paste conversations. Because we get 100 of those, don't we, or 1,000,000. Pose some questions in your connections or your emails that are uniquely relevant. That shows that you're competent, shows you know the industry that you're reaching out to. Questions that allow your prospects to want to opt in to a longer conversation with you. So there you have it, 3 what I believe are simple but powerful guidelines. Remember, all you're doing here is beginning a conversation. So there you have it, and I'll see you next time.